Well, welcome to another episode of Growing Online Business. Today's episode is a little bit different. I'm waiting for my guest to get here, and it is someone you may or may not recognize from one of the previous podcasts that I've done. Okay, he's here. So anyway, thanks for listening. I'll be right back recording as soon as I get him on here. All right, man. I'm glad the technical stuff worked out. We got ourselves onto the camera, got everything going. It sounds like your mic is good. Mine's good. Welcome to the show. It's been a little while since we've talked, and I'm excited to hear about a little bit about kind of catch me up on how business is going right now.
Right now, actually, this is the start of our busy season. Black Friday usually kicks off the online season for us. So we're kind of getting prepared for that and looking forward to that right now. So
Awesome. Okay. So for the audience who doesn't know who you are, my name is Aaron Gerald, and you are
Travis Hamlin.
Travis Hamlin. Nice. And we're going to actually tell the audience the name of your business in a little bit, but I don't want them jumping off and going and checking out your website until the end of the episode. So we'll wait to tell everybody the name of your website until the end. But tell us a little bit about and go over a little bit about how it started, and is it now what you thought it would be? Did it like in your mind when you said, "Oh, I want to start this online business," you had an idea? Is it come to fruition, or has it gone through some changes?
Originally, it started as a different business. Me and my cousin were actually going to start a business for an online air freshener. And we decided that we needed to raise money for that particular business. So we started an online site basically selling something that was very popular at the time. It was kind of very political, you would say, I guess.
Okay.
And that kind of pushed a lot of sales online. So we started a website, and I've actually been in the online market for about 10 years now total. And it's actually passed my expectations. It kind of started as a hobby and then went on from there. And now we are running, I'd say, about a 50,000 square foot warehouse with about 6,000 parts in it. So,
I remember when you started, you were packaging, doing it all yourself, had stuff stuffed into every closet in the house. And then I remember you telling me you got a building, like a storage unit. It just kept growing and growing and growing. Has it been like sporadic growth or kind of linear? Like, oh no, every year it sort of doubles in volume.
I would have to say again, that's political.
Okay.
It's continuously growing, but years where politics play into that, I would have to say it has sporadic growth. COVID had a lot to do with it. That was big for all of the online sites. Where I think we averaged maybe 100, maybe plus orders a day, and went to sometimes 2 to 300. So just a lot of ups and downs, mostly ups. But the last few years, we've actually partnered with a bigger company, and they've kind of taken that, even bigger. So
Okay. Interesting. So now you mentioned a couple of times that this is a political thing. Like the product that you're selling online is political. So it sounds like it's definitely a hot button issue, a hot button item, something that's got some controversy to it. Is there any limitations to how you can advertise or how you get that out? Are you running ads? Are do you have a Facebook or an Instagram, a TikTok? Like what are we doing?
So we do have all like the social networks going. Unfortunately, with our line of business, we're unable to run ads on any of them. So we've
Okay.
taken the SEO route. We do a lot of blog posting with links to our products, and then we do a lot of link building on other sites as well.
Okay.
And then there are a few sites that we actually run ads that are specifically for our products. So that way we're
Okay.
not limited by, guidelines and whatnot.
It sounds like your business, you've been in it for 10 years. What advice do you have for anybody who's considering taking their hobby and turning it into an online business?
Just stay consistent. Most businesses, take 2 to 3 years to even get off the ground. Most people give up before then. So just stay consistent and stay in your niche. I mean, a lot of people just try to spread out all over the place. The online market is very hard to rank right now. So sticking with one thing that you're really good at is a great idea. And then just sticking with it, just constantly, posting and doing videos, blogs. And if you're able to, I mean, put posts on social media, obviously. But yeah, just stay consistent.
Okay. All right. That sounds like really good advice. So I do want to share what you actually sell. I know we kind of been holding back on what that actually is for most of the podcast, but I'd love to be able to give people, since you said you write articles and you do blogs, you've got it sounds like 6,000 different products. Where are you hosting that online? You've obviously got a website. I'm going to guess this isn't a TikTok shop or something. You've got an actual website.
So we have an actual website, yeah.
Okay.
Um,
And the
through
website
BigCommerce.
hosts all of your products and your article writing, your blogs, or are you posting them on like different websites or what are we doing?
So the blogs we actually post obviously to our site, and then we partner with other companies to see if we can't get links that link to those blogs. Obviously,
Okay.
we actually run a Facebook group with over 90,000 members. We also post the links in there as well.
Okay.
Facebook allows us to at least do that. So,
Okay. So you managed to get a Facebook group. You just can't advertise your parts for sale. Is that what
correct.
you're saying? Okay. Yeah, they are strict. I can tell you, Facebook likes to police for sure. So, what is it exactly they're policing? What are you selling? Let's
Um,
let everybody know what it is and the name of your
so
company.
my company is Black Rifle Depot, and we specialize in AR-15 parts and accessories, rifle kits, complete AR-15 uppers, everything but the lower receiver.
Okay, I was when you said parts and accessories and upper receipt, so not the guns. So
Correct.
people can't actually officially buy a complete gun from you, but if they go buy a uh, lower, they can come and buy everything else and custom design whatever they want.
Right.
Pretty much build something.
We have over 250 brands that we carry, with again over probably 6,000 different parts that we will directly ship to your home.
Okay, outstanding. So let's say it, and then I'll put a link. I'll definitely put a link in the description so that people can visit your website, check out your blog, your articles. And are you writing those? Or are you hiring those done? Or are those coming in from customers? Like, how are you writing those?
So we do all in-house blogs. We use Google and SEMrush mainly to identify certain keywords that are being looked for. We'll usually try to write 3 or 4 blogs within that month that maybe link to that. So
Okay.
seems to be working. I'm working with some people that actually have probably increased our sales during the slow season like threefold. So really looking forward to see what they could do during the busy season.
So that in mind, when would you suggest someone who's building an online business, they're doing it all themselves, which you had to do for many, many years, doing everything. You were doing the marketing, the shipping, the packaging, the construction, the all of it. When would you say would be a good time for someone to say, it's time for me to expand and to hire in more people and to grow this thing? Is there like a specific dollar amount or is it a time frame
Um,
or is it a time thing? Like what are we looking at?
if it's eating into your everyday life to where you can't do anything but that, um, you need to delegate some of those duties to other people, because you're not gonna be able to do all of those jobs, proficiently.
Okay.
I was what you could say, I guess, a jack of all trades, but a king of nothing. So I mean, I'm okay at this, but there are people that are excellent at it. So if you can
Okay.
start slowly partnering with people that are excellent at that, that helps you grow faster than anything else.
Awesome. I tell you, having talked to at this point, I don't know, close to probably 100 entrepreneurs, I typically find that for most of them, the hardest thing to do is to let go of the reins and let somebody else do one of those things. And it doesn't sound like that's ever been necessarily a mental roadblock for you. Because I just heard you say, I can do all of the things, but there are things that people can do better than I can do them. And so you hire those people to do those things. Very often entrepreneurs are like, no, if it's going to be done right, I have to do it. And they can only grow to a certain point and then they sort of stop.
Well, the thing is you only have so many hours in the day. We have a team of probably 20 different people that work on the site right now. We have developers that are writing code. We have people that are looking at, again, those keywords. They're identifying what people are looking for. There's people doing the art and the, development of the site. So when I'm
Okay.
sleeping, there's 2 or 3 people that are still working on the site. And that's basically, you're constantly developing the site. With
Okay.
today's technology, everyone has the ability to hop onto a chat GPT and write an article, but
Okay.
you
So
need to
you're not afraid of
identify.
AI is what you're telling me.
No, we're not afraid of AI, but it has to be, there has to be a human that knows what they're talking about behind that AI. A lot of times the AI will bring up stuff that has nothing to do with the actual topic, and it has to be edited by a human. But you need to identify what your crowd or your customers are looking for. You can write a blog all day about stuff that you're interested in, but your customers aren't even looking for that. So you really need to
Okay.
identify those keywords that they're looking for and attack those keywords.
Okay. And so last question, is there any or are there any trends in the online business kind of niche where you're at with all the people you're involved with? Is there anything kind of a buzz? Is there anything like that we could share with the audience where they go, "Oh man, I got to be ready for this. This is coming up or this is the next something."
I can't really think of anything. I mean, if Kamala Harris had won, I would say prepare and probably start purchasing as many as you can. Just look for new products. The AR-15 has actually been the most popular rifle in the U.S. since its development. It is continuously being modified. There are constantly new parts, and it's just constantly upgrade your rifle.
Let's just buy new parts and keep
Buy new
making it
parts.
fancy. I gotcha. Okay, so if anybody's looking to accessorize or customize their AR-15, they should jump on, take a look at blackrifledepot.com.
Yep.
And I'll put a link in the show notes in the description below if you're interested in checking out the website, reading any of those blogs, just seeing what it is we've been talking about here today. Then jump on, check out the website, and buy something.
Also, I'd like to mention, for anybody that's interested in learning just more about the AR-15, the site that we run is AR-15 Builders Forum, a site you can join. You can talk with other members. You can post your builds. You can post questions and just learn about the AR-15. Just a great resource for new builders and people, that want to maybe share their rifles as well.
Okay, that's interesting. So you actually, is that the Facebook thing or is that another website?
So we have a Facebook group. It's called the AR-15 Builders Forum. We have
Okay.
90,000 plus members, but we also have a online site as well. Facebook, is pretty
Because they
tight on.
police so much. I can see where people might get on, ask questions, but they may not necessarily want to show their build or show custom
Right.
question or ask specifics.
They delete a lot of the people's questions if it doesn't go by their guidelines. They'll actually delete it, or kick the people out of the group or stuff like that. So
Okay.
just the website, you can get on there. We actually are the only ones that police that site, so we keep the riffraff out and everyone else can have a good time.
Okay. So you're just blocking the spammers and then real legitimate people asking questions, they can ask questions.
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's put a link to that as well in the notes. So if anybody wants to check out the AR-15 Builders Forum or blackrifledepot.com, we'll have links to those in the show notes. I want to say thank you for meeting me. I know it's been a while. We've been calling back and forth, and we finally got it landed. I appreciate you doing the interview, and we'll probably have to check back with you in 6 months, see how things are going.
Hey, I appreciate
That's
the
okay.
invite. It was a pleasure.
You got it. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.